In this video, we'll see how arithmetic operators in C++ programming language can be used. First of all, there are about 6 categories of operators present in C++ language. First one, you can say in this video we'll explore these arithmetic operators. Examples: normal plus operator, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, and this for division, /. Next comes bitwise operators. Example: vertical bar for bitwise OR operation, ampersand for bitwise and this for bitwise exclusive OR. Bitwise exclusive OR, this is a special one in the sense I have come across a number of situations where students consider this as an exponentiation operation. Remember, C++ language has no dedicated bitwise exclusive, no operator for exponentiation. So this symbol is for bitwise exclusive OR. Next one is shifting operators. One thing more. For exponentiation in C++, we need to use a function, POW or power function, which is defined in standard library. Now next one is shifting operators. Actually, these are also bitwise, but I have categorized them separately as shifting operator. This is double less than symbol for shift left and double greater than symbol for shift right. Next is comparison operators. Examples are less than symbol, greater than, equal to. Actually, this is two operators, equal to symbol twice. So this is for equality testing. The condition is on both sides of this operator, we must have a data types of identical type or a result identical type. So this results in a Boolean value, true or false kind of thing. Next is logical operators. Double vertical bar for logical OR, double ampersand for logical AND, and this is for logical NOT. Next is assignment operators. There are a large number of assignment operators. Some of them have been listed here. This is one simple assignment operator, which we have already seen in previous videos. Then plus assign, star assign, etc. Now in this table describes or lists all the operators which are arithmetic in nature. We'll see one by one. This is simple addition. So 5 plus 10, result is expected to be 15. Simple subtraction, 10 minus 5 will result in 5. 5 minus 10, minus 5. This is interesting, unary minus. If I declare an integer with value minus 5 and reassign it as minus I, the result would be minus plus 5 or 5. Next one is multiplication. For normal integer multiplication, the result would be this one, or for real multiplication, the result would be is expected to be 2.4 in this case. But remember, here I have shown that the result would be 2.4, but in the standard setup in C++, it would print 5 more digits after 4. So by default, C++ would produce 6 digits after decimal point. Next one is forward slash. Either 5 divided by 2 would result in 2. It is integer division. Remember, if numerator and denominator both are integers, then the result would be only the quotient. The result would always be an integer and it will be printed as integer. Next one is division, normal real division. If any one of numerator or denominator is a real number, then result would be 1.22. Again, I remember it would print 4 zeros here. So total digits after decimal point would be 6. Next one is modulus or remainder operator. This is applicable to only integers. Numerator divided by denominator, whatever is the remainder, that would be the result. So you can see here it is 1. Next is plus plus, that is a pre-increment operator. So if I have declared a variable I, initialized it to 5, then plus plus I would first increment the value of I by 1 and then the result would be used. This operator and following minus minus operator, both are applicable only to integers. So here would result would be 6. Similarly, post increment operator, first use the value and then increment the value. So since there is nothing before plus plus I here in this statement and similarly here, so in both cases value would be produced as 6. On the similar lines, pre-decrement operator. So if value of I is 5, minus minus I would reduce the value of 5, reduce the value of I by 1 first, then the value would be used. So here the result is expected to be 4. This is post decrement operator. So here first value would be used and then it will be decremented by 1. So here also the result would be same. Okay. Now let us see an example. I have already displayed here the source code of a small program, and let me execute it. Here in the right pane you can see I have declared 2 integer variables with random values, 2 floating point numbers, they will have initially random values. Now in these two statements we have initialized I to 5 and j to 10. So this cout would print the simple addition of variables I and j, so which comes out to be 15 here. Similarly, next cout would result in normal subtraction, which happens to be minus 5 in this case. The third one, minus j, that is unary minus. What is the value of j here? Value of j is 10. So this is expected to print minus 10. You can see here it has printed minus 10. Now next one is I have initialized f1 with 1.2 and f2 with 6.3. So this cout is expected to print the multiplication of I and j as well as floating point numbers f1 and f2. So these are the two values printed. Value of I is 5, value of j is 10. So result is expected as expected 50, 7.56, etc. Next one is the remainder or the integer division. So 5 is integer, 2 is integer. So result should be 2 only, which is in this case it has printed like this, 2. Next one is the real division, of course. So result is this. Now you can verify after decimal point it has printed 6 digits. Okay. Next one is remainder operator or mod operator. So 5% 2 or 5 mod 2, we call it 5 divided by 2, the remainder would be 1 and hence the result is 1 here. Now post increment operator, what is the value of j? Value of j here is 10. Latest value of j is 10. So its value would be assigned first to I, then it would be incremented. The value of I is expected to be 10 now. and then value of j would be 11. So let us see. It has printed the value of j I as 10, j as 11. Okay. Now here in the next statement, value of I would be assigned with an incremented value of j. So it is pre-increment. So value of j is 11. Okay. So first it will be made 12, then that value would be assigned to I, and then value of j would be used. So value of I and j both have been printed as 12. And the next one is post decrement operator. So here value of j was 12, latest value of j. So that would be assigned to I, and so I remains same at 12 and j would be decremented. So value of I would be 12 and the value of j would be 11. So now you can see here it is printed like this. The next one is pre-decrement operator. So here value of j was 11. So it would be first decremented. It becomes 10 and then that value would be assigned to I. You can see here. So in this case, output is expected to be 10. That is I and j both will be printed as 10. You can see it here. Okay. So this is the way we can make use of all arithmetic operators which are present in C++ programming language. That is all in this video. Thanks for watching.